guys, I'm moving to Bali. Well, not actually moving. I'm just gonna live there for like a couple months and then see how things play out. For context, I currently live in Sydney. I've been here for the last 15 years of my life and
I'm now 27 and I've never lived outside of home, let alone lived overseas.
so yeah, it's a crazy time in my life. So I've gone through heaps of milestones in life. I've finished uni, I've worked a few different jobs. I've even done like a full 180 on the industry for my career. But I've gotten to a point in my life where I really just want to challenge myself and just be in a completely different environment that will hopefully help with my personal growth and my sense of purpose. I'm just trying to find myself. Anyways, I've always had this belief that every person should live overseas at least once in their 20s. You become so much more independent. You get to meet so many new and different people. You just naturally open up to like new perspectives on life, which I think is so important because you don't know what you don't know, right? And I feel like in Sydney, everyone's in the same kind of bubble, living the same kind of life, the same kind of expectations, which I just don't want. I want something different. Anyways, why have I chosen to move to Bali? Well, I really wanted to pick a place that I resonate well with and just makes me happy. So if you've been following me on Instagram or TikTok, you probably would have saw that I went to Bali 6 times in the last year because after each trip I was like, holy shit, I want to come back here because I freaking love this place. And each time I went back, I just loved it more and more. I think choosing a country that makes you happy and makes you feel excited and resonates well with you is super important, and that's why it took me so many trips to be like 100% certain that this is where I want to live. Bali is honestly freaking sick, mainly because it's so affordable there. The people there are lovely. There are so many like-minded people who are just hustling so hard but at the same time enjoying their life. It's just nice to see. So got to mention, I freaking love hot weather. Food there is amazing. You can literally get any cuisine and it's freaking delicious and it's so cheap. Obviously nightlife is great.
I'm kind of over the party phase,
But being able to chill at a beach club, I freaking love that. And then gym and fitness culture is huge there, which is something super important to me because I live and breathe the gym. So yeah, I've considered a number of factors and honestly Bali ticks basically everything that I am looking for and resonates well with. So anyways, thought I would make this video somewhat useful for anyone who is thinking of moving overseas. Obviously I haven't done it yet, but I would like to take you guys on this journey. Things that I have done in preparation of moving. I'm literally flying out in less than 2 days. Buying health insurance. So this is just insurance to cover general medical hospital expenses in case, who knows, I might fall off my moped. So yeah, you want that security. Second, I got a bunch of injections. I got the Hep A and typhoid injection and then Boostrix. So yeah, I got my injections just to like protect yourself from any viruses or diseases. There was also the option to get malaria tablets. Apparently they don't have an injection for it. It's like a pill that you have to eat every day while you're living overseas and then for like another 1 to 4 weeks when you come back. And I was like, god damn, that's a bit excessive. And then you have side effects from it as well. I was like, nah, I'm just gonna get myself some insect repellent because should be fine. In terms of where I'm going to live, I have not actually booked that yet. But after doing a lot of research, most people have recommended that we don't actually pre-book the villa we'll stay at. It's best to actually go in person and inspect the place just so you have a better feel of the location, its surroundings, the cleanliness. I've looked at a few villas already on Facebook Marketplace, a bunch of Facebook community groups, and just Airbnb, and have already messaged a few of the owners about inspecting when we arrive. I found that most of these places, they post up their property and it gets booked straight away. It's really hard to kind of plan in advance. So I've really only been messaging these villas 3-4 days before leaving. Otherwise, the villa gets snatched straight away. So in the first week, we'll actually be staying at my friend's place just so we have time to inspect the villas, suss out options, and lock one in. In terms of location, we are looking to stay around Canggu area. That is the area that I've always been living in every time I've visited Bali, and I've really liked it. People do say it gets really busy, touristy, and they've recommended staying in Jumeirah's, Karabokan. It's kind of like in between Canggu and Seminyak in like a more quieter area. In terms of a visa, because we're only going to be staying for a couple months for now, we didn't actually apply for any working visas or holiday visas. Instead, we're just going to do the tourist visa, which you just buy when you arrive. It's like 50 AED and it basically grants 30 days in Bali. To renew this, you basically just need to exit Bali and then come back and then buy it again. It just looks like this. Yeah, Igranchi 30 days in Indonesia. I'm planning on making a short trip to maybe Singapore or Perth. You know, a little day trip and then renewing it. But yeah, if I am looking to stay in Bali for long term, I'll definitely be looking more into long-term visas. In terms of what I'm packing, I'm a bit OCD with this stuff. I like to list out basically everything. So I do everything in like spreadsheets and documents. Okay, so this is a little spreadsheet I've got going on. Basically list by like categories. My house is literally a mess, but I have laid everything out just to make sure I have not missed anything. Here's my little layout of things. I've got all my like electrical stuff, and then you have my toiletries, like hair products, my makeup, supplements, my bags, my sunnies, shoes, hats. Next, I've got all my clothes. So highly recommend getting packing cubes. I just ordered these off Amazon. Somehow I've managed to fit everything in. I had to also bring a new suitcase. Honestly, I'm like literally sweating from packing. It was so stressful, but we got there in the end. So yeah, I'll probably see you guys at the airport. Bye! Thanks for dropping us off. This is meant to be Cassie's 7-kilo carry-on. Bro.
Well, we already knew that was gonna be it.
This is all our suitcases. We got so much. I weighed my suitcase and my check-in is 30 kilos. My carry-on combined is 20 kilos. I might just have to pay. We're waiting our turn to take our, you know, photo, but oh, we're our own couple. We have gone through customs. About to eat lunch/dinner. I got myself a little Subway. I'm actually not that hungry, but it's currently 3:30. I literally had lunch at 12:30 and this is meant to be my early dinner, so yay, love that for me. Feels really healthy. Alright, we just bought our eSIMs. The one we got. Oralo. It was actually kind of expensive. It was like 60 AED for 20 gigs for the 30 days, which is definitely not enough, but we've used it previously and it's like been pretty reliable, so I'm just gonna stick with that for now. But highly recommend downloading the app. It's really easy to use. They have instructions on how to activate and everything. Yes, highly recommend getting an eSIM to go to Bali. I am in Bali! I actually didn't vlog on the first day because we were just super busy. Basically, we had two priorities for the first day, and that was to make our gym membership and then find a place to stay. So if you know me, I freaking love the gym, so we wanted to start the day at the gym. The options were Obsidian, Body Factory, The Wrong Gym, and Nirvana. All these gyms are located in Canggu. I think most of the nice gyms are in Canggu, but obviously the other places have gyms. They're just not as big as the ones I just listed. We ended up going with Nirvana. Honestly, it is my favorite gym. They just offer so much. But yeah, so we got our gym membership sorted. The next thing, inspect a bunch of places to stay at. Prior to coming to Bali, it's really hard to actually lock in a long-term accommodation without having like trust issues basically, because you don't know how good the accommodation is in person. You know, photos can only show you so much and sometimes they can be deceiving. So we actually visited a few places that we had on our list, and as expected, they weren't as good as we thought they would be. We are inspecting today. This is the first place. It's actually a townhouse. This is the shared pool area, corridor of all the townhouses. Ooh. Living area, kitchen, bathroom. Upstairs. I think that one is a no. To the next spot. It's a bit eerie here. They've got like a shared pool area, and these are all the rooms. The pool area is quite nice. It doesn't look as nice because it's a bit gloomy right now, but I think when it's sunny it would look way better. Oh, thank you. Oh wow, okay. This is cool. There's the bathroom. Oh. Wow. Our wardrobe. There's an upstairs one as well. Thank you. Oh, it kind of has like brothel vibes. That last one was giving like brothel vibes. I think because there wasn't much natural light. Yeah, not very homely. We arrived at the last villa for the day that we're inspecting. This is the vibe. Wow. It looks like a living area. That's like open plan. Oh, the staff bedroom. Desk. Yeah. Oh, this bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
That one was probably the nicest one we've seen.
Dude, he can pass a good deal. I reckon if we take it, he can pass a good deal for 7 weeks.
The next day.
We are on our way to go and see another villa. So far, none have been like okay. Yeah, they've been average, but none is like, oh, we love this place. So yeah, we're looking at more, going to the next one. Fingers crossed.
One week later.
Guess what? We have finally moved into our accommodation, which we'll be staying at for the next 6 weeks. I'm so freaking happy! We did inspect quite a few places, and basically this place was the best option for us. Things that we considered: bedrooms, we wanted a big space, we wanted an ensuite for both bedrooms, and enclosed living because it does get really hot in Bali, so you just want to be comfortable and in air conditioning. And the location. We mainly were looking to stay in Canggu, and we wanted a place that was close to the gym that we're at. We're at Nirvana, and this place is like 5 minutes from there, so it's literally the best location. And yeah, we just wanted a lot of natural light and just a really nice homey kind of vibe. Price wise, this place was actually more on the expensive end. Accommodation at the moment is actually quite expensive. Heaps of places were expensive. Obviously cheaper than Sydney, but expensive for Bali because everyone thinks Bali is cheap as fuck, which it is, but accommodation was kind of expensive. This place was originally quoted 42 mil per month, which is around 4.2 grand a month. But one of the bad things about this place is that one of the bedrooms, it's like a kid's room, it's like a bunk bed. We had the option to change it into a normal bed, but because the people who are renting this place after us, basically like straight after us for an entire year, want to keep the kids' room, they basically refuse to change the bed because it's probably just like too much effort for them. Yeah, so instead we asked them for a discount, and they actually gave us a really big discount. We went from 63 million to 55 million for 6 weeks, which is around 5.5k for 6 weeks. How much is that per week? Like 900 bucks a week. Between two is 450 a week. Honestly, not bad. Cheaper than Sydney, and you get an entire 2-bedroom house. The bad thing is you have to pay for electricity separately. That's what we're trying to like conserve right now. I don't have the aircon on in the living room, but it does include cleaning 3 times a week, pool maintenance, and just like other standard stuff. But we do have to buy our own water. That's also another thing. But water is cheap as fuck. You can get it delivered. So anyways, time for the tour. So we have the kitchen here. It's pretty modern kitchen. I absolutely love this living space. You have your dining table, the couch, and TV. I think living space is so important because you just kind of want to be comfortable while chilling. The pool, oh, I freaking love this pool. It's such a nice backyard. Chill area. Also, I forgot to mention that our home is located in like a really secluded area, so it's super quiet, our surroundings, which I prefer because if you're living in like a more busy touristy area, it gets really chaotic. You have bikes driving around non-stop, it's so loud, and yeah, just like less privacy. So super happy with the location. It's like 5 minutes from Finns, but like it's still in a secluded street, so yeah, it's not far or anything. This is the bedrooms, the non-kids room. You have a walk-in wardrobe and bathroom. I actually selflessly took the kids' room, but honestly I don't mind. The kids' room is actually really nice. The rooms are next to each other. So this is my room. You have a table. You can also go into the backyard. This is the bunk bed. It's actually a really big bunk bed. Yeah, here's the space. I've already like unpacked all my shit. A walk-in wardrobe as well. And you have your bathroom as well. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that little tour. I'm so happy with our selection. And yeah, I can't wait to give you guys another update on what it's like living in Bali. So stay tuned. It's been just over a week of living in Bali. So it has called for a laundry day. I've just rocked up to the laundromat. They do like laundry services everywhere, but this is like probably one of the more premium ones. I'll show you what it looks like. It's like 5 minutes from my place. I paid for 2 kilos of laundry and it was like 50,000. Super easy, takes a day, and they just like wash and fold everything for you. So laundry, like clean underwear and socks and gym clothes to wear. Alright guys, not gonna lie, but I've been so slack with vlogging, so thought I'll take you guys through some of the expenses I've encountered when it comes to living in Bali. First, in terms of transport, I catch a Grab or Gojek bike everywhere. It's so convenient, they normally arrive in 1 to 5 minutes and it's so freaking cheap. For me to travel to the gym, laundromat or shops, which is a 3 to 7 minute ride, it literally costs from 80 cents to $1 for a ride. If you're traveling a bit further, even a 1 hour ride to places like Ubud, Uluwatu or Sanur Port, it would range from $5 to $7. Sometimes if you have big groups or luggage or going to further spots, you can order a car and it would still be super cheap. Driving to Uluwatu, which is around a 1.5 to 2 hour drive, accounting for traffic, would only cost you around $20. You can also hire a driver to stay with you for a whole day if you're planning on traveling around for activities throughout the day, which can range from $70 to $90 a day. But most of the time, you would split this between the group of people you're sharing the car with. Of course, you can hire your own bike. If you hire daily, I think it's around $8 a day, or you can pay around $100 a month. But I would only recommend this if you're a strong driver, because I clearly was not and fell off my bike. But also something you can't really avoid is the traffic around Bali. It can be kind of scary to drive through if you're not a strong driver. Next, in terms of food, there is a lot of variety to pick from. You have your street food carts selling food for literally 70 cents, but I personally do not eat from these because I know my stomach would not be able to take it. I eat most of my meals at my local gym as the food is relatively healthy and nutritious, but occasionally I would also eat at local Indonesian restaurants because I just freaking love Indonesian food. I order a coffee almost every day, and surprisingly, it's actually not that much cheaper than Sydney, but coffee here actually tastes really good. If you're feeling like spoiling yourself, Bali also has some really fancy restaurants you can eat at, and the food is freaking delicious. My favorite has got to be Kong. It costs us around $70 each for a solid meal, including drinks and dessert. You can also order meals off Grab or Gojek to your villa. Delivery is around $1.50, and your food can come as quick as 30 minutes. There is so much variety to pick from, but most of the meals I get range from $8 to $10. In terms of groceries, I would generally do a weekly shop for water and toilet paper and sometimes fruit. If you love durian as much as I do, I highly recommend you eat as much as you can here because it's so freaking cheap here. I've actually been quite obsessed with Bali snacks as well, so I do get a lot of these throughout the week. They are generally quite cheap. In terms of utilities, we pay for electricity, which has cost us around $25 each a fortnight. In terms of internet, I use an eSIM and have actually spent quite a lot of data. In terms of going out, I haven't actually been doing much of this while living here, but I did go to Finn's once. It cost around $120 for a single day bed, but you use to spend on alcohol, food. If you want a lit time, I would recommend you use this during their happy hour where they do 2 for 1 for all drinks. You can also get sunset drinks at Potato Head. It costs around $18 for entry, which you can use to buy a drink. There's also heaps of places to go out to in Canggu and Seminyak, but in general I found that buying drinks costs almost the same as Sydney. The only time where it's relatively cheap is during the happy hours. In terms of activities to do in Bali while living here, for me personally, I spend most of my days at the gym. Just because I love working out, I love doing all the different classes at my gym like Pilates, handstands, conditioning and even aerial yoga. My gym also has a recovery area, a pool area, cafe and co-working space, so you can literally spend all day there. There have been days where I've done activities like wakeboarding with my friends. It's so much fun and pretty easy to learn at this park. It costs around $60 for 2 hours, and if you want to do the jumps, you pay an additional $30 for every hour to hire the pro board. You can also surf almost anywhere at the beach. It costs around $30 for a 2-hour lesson, or you can just hire your own board for $5 for 2 hours. Other things you can do while living here is just get your nails done because it's just so freaking cheap here, or get a massage. There are some really cheap places you can go to where it's like $20 for a massage. Most of the more premium and proper places cost around $30 to $45 for a 90-minute massage. Another very Bali thing to do is to get a tattoo. It's definitely a lot cheaper than Australia. I got this small tattoo for only $50. Finally, in terms of shopping, you can go to some really cute markets that sell clothes, jewelry, bags, and a lot of high-end brand dupes. Most of these places you can bargain at, but I found that it's not as cheap as you think it would be for Bali. Cass and I bought a few things and it actually cost us a fair bit. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed watching my journey on moving to Bali and have gotten a good insight on what it's like living here. I'll be posting some more fun vlogs on things that I do here, so stay tuned. If you love my videos, please like, comment, and of course, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. Love y'all.